Good evening, welcome to the Boulevard, home of Hull FC. It's tonight's fourth game in the Auckland mini tour. Both teams out on the field. Give it the whole team first. 1 Pearce, 2 Clarkson, 3 Hick, 4 O'Hara, 5 Mabaki, 6 Luluai, 7 Ellis, 8 Tomlinson, 9 Patrick, 10 Wellham, 11 Elgar, 12 Proctor and 13 Sharp. Substitutes tonight for Hull FC: 14 Windley and 15 Brooks. Auckland, number 1 Patton, 2 Mann, 3 Iro, 4 Panapa, 5 Oro, 6 Cooper, 7 Freeman, 8 Brown, 9 Hooker, 10 Kaiser, 11 Rupati, 12 Tumavave, 13 and captain Ron O'Regan. Substitutes tonight for Auckland: number 14 Krieger, number 15 Goulding. Referee for tonight's game in red is Mr. John MacDonald of Wigan. And it'll be Pearce to get the game underway. It goes high to the left. Brown takes it well, decides to run it back in. The whole front row up there quickly. Tumavare goes to acting half-back. It's a bad pass taken well though by Freeman. Referee detects a knock-on. Danger in the opening minutes for Auckland. The scrum goes down just 10 yards in front of the Auckland post. And Ellis to feed. Good heel from the back, puts it onto Luluai, running out to the left, shrugs off the full-back, but a good crunching tackle comes in from Panapa. Hull on the attack in the Auckland 25. Elgar tries his luck. Tattle short. Hull bring it along the line. Tomlinson goes for the drive. Held just 10 yards from the line. Hull out this time. Proctor takes up the running. Taken round the bootlaces though by Cooper. Luluai centre field. The Auckland cover. Blew it. Goes out quickly. Luluai slipped the challenge. 6 tackles coming up. Ball goes back to Pearce. He's looking around for the drop goal attempt. Decides to put the ball high. And Chase Mubaki chasing, the ball's not back. Referee allows play on. 6 more tackles to Hull FC. Well, it's Patrick who tries his luck. Tackle just 2 yards short from the Auckland line. And the ball back inside, taken well by Elgar. He's tackled just about a yard short. All the pressure coming from Hull FC. Pearce decides to show his luck, shows the dummy. Taken by Hooker. For Auckland, a long pass out. O'Hara can't hold, and it's Cooper will come up with it for Auckland. Relieves some of the pressure as O'Hara pushes through. And it's Kaiser who brings it away. 6 more tackles, said referee MacDonald. O'Regan. Short ball out onto Tumavare. He meets the solid challenge. Now Auckland bring it right out. Short ball from Brown, looked like an obstruction, and it is. Kaiser coming through for the short ball. Penalised for obstruction. About 35 yards out, straight in front of the post. And Pearce selects to kick for goal, get the first points on the board this evening. And just 3 minutes of the game gone. Pearce signed from the ranks of the Welsh Rugby Union. Started his days here at the Boulevard. That scrum half has been moved back onto fullback, replacing out of favour Paul Fletcher. Up he comes, the kick's high, and it skirts the side of the left hand upright, so the score remains Hull 0, Auckland 0. And 5 minutes of the game gone. Tumavare restarts with a kick from the 25. O'Hara can't take it. Kays is in there and Auckland get possession. Now Auckland bring it out to line. Cooper, short ball. Oro can't hold it, bounces back off a Hull player. Ball out with Freeman, puts the kick deep. Pearce is chasing across, but the kick rolls into touch about 15 yards from the Hull line. The first scrum of the game. Be Ellis to feed for Hull FC. Two front rows having difficulty packing down. Now Ellis feeds. So to the back. Freeman comes round quickly to snuff out any move. That was Hick. Tried to come away from acting half-back. Give his forwards a chance to regroup. Elgar just loses his footing as the tackle comes in from Brown. And ball goes back to Pearce for the kick deep. Mann's chasing back, takes it on the full. Now tries to shrug off Clarkson, but Clarkson does just enough to impede him as the cover came across with Wellham. And short ball. Montero Pate. He's flung to the ground by Patrick. Now Cooper back inside to Tumavare, coming strong. As Brown goes to acting half-back. Oh, Reagan slips one challenge, just loses his footing. He's looking round to unload the ball. On to Freeman, misses out Cooper, puts the ball. Long ball out to Panapa. The good tackling from the Hull FC defence. The 6 tackles coming up. Ball goes to Brown, puts up the big one. Ellis is underneath, but it's Pearce. You could hear the call from over here. He took it well. Ball out to Luluai, slips one challenge, puts it inside to Mabaki. Ex-Oldham and Fulham player. Now with Tomlinson, makes a good 10 yards before he's brought to ground by Tumavare. Now Luluai again, centre field, inside to Elgar, decides against the pass. And taken around the bootlaces by Freeman. This time Sharp tries his luck. And tackled just a few yards short of the halfway line. Ellis goes to acting half-back, Hull line up for the kick. He goes back to Pearce. Pearce gets the kick away despite the attentions of Cooper. Patton can't hold it. Gets a second chance. Referee says the ball went back. Now Mann tries to take it himself from acting half-back, driving towards the 25. Taken to ground by the Hull FC front row. And Cooper at acting half-back. And Tumavare tries to dance, pirouette out of a tackle. And Sharp comes in over the top. Brown onto O'Regan. For the Hull FC cover. There, driving Auckland back. And Hull come up with the ball. And Simis Elgar. Sharp, ball back inside to Tomlinson. He's looking round to unload. Gets a good ball back to Sharp. Shrugs off one challenge. And taken to ground by Tumavare. Ellis at acting half-back. Puts the ball back to Patrick. In a drop goal position. The Auckland cover up. Thick blue line up quickly. Lulai throws a long ball out to Hick. And Mabaki tries his luck, chips over the defence. The ball just rolls out dead. Good thinking from Mabaki.
Substitution for Hull, number 14, Phil Windley, for number 4, Dana Hara.
As you just heard the substitution, number 14, Phil Windley, takes the field and replace number 4, Dane O'Hara. As O'Regan tries to burst through, unloads well, back to Cooper, dances one tackle. And Cooper in space, running across field, puts it inside to Brown. Long ball out from Brown, taken well by Iro. Out to to Horo. Going down the far side, is he going to go in the corner? And he does, goes in a yard from the corner flag. Far side of the field. And 10 minutes of the game gone.
For Auckland, number 5, Shane Horo.
And Horo puts the first points on the board for Auckland. Brown with the conversion attempt. He's about 30 yards out. Far side of the field.
St. Helens!
Brown comes up, right footed, the kick's high. Just hits the right hand upright. So with 11 minutes of the game gone, the score, Hull FC 0, Auckland 4. Gary Pearce to restart. Kick goes high out to the left. Taken by Tumavare. He decides to run up straight. And straight into Sharp. Oh, Auckland played out to line. Brown missed out. No ball onto Cooper. To Panapa. Throws a long ball out onto Man. The referee brings them back for a forward pass. But again, Auckland showing that they're not going to get involved in a forward confrontation tonight. Swinging the ball out wide to both wings. Winley goes to scrum half. Puts the ball in. So both packs collapse. It's like Ellis has moved out into the standoff position, allowing Luluai to go into the centre for Hull FC. This time Auckland get the free kick. Hull FC penalised for collapsing the scrum. And chance for Brown to put the big kick into touch. Makes about 20 yards with a kick. As Hooker restarts, puts a short ball onto Kaiser, battering his way through. Met by Wellham. The ball into Reagan, he can't take it, he falls straight into Sharp's hands and he's taken by Reagan. Bounced to the ground. The short ball from Tomlinson, he looked like he got the ball out, it's loose. The referee calls the knock on. Winley again to feed the scrum inside the Hull FC half of the field. Now it's on to Ellis, coming round the short side, sees the gap. Met in a crunching challenge though by Patton and O'Regan. And Hull FC back inside the Auckland half of the field as Proctor drives his way through. And Patrick in a hurry to get the restart. Now Hull FC played out to the left. A good ball out from Elgar. Hull keep it moving, this time with Sharp. And the short ball out onto Wellham. Elgar's tackled her on suspicion, but referee allows play on. Winley back inside to Ellis, going straight down the middle. Tattled on the Auckland 25 on the fifth tattle. Out to Winley. Decides to hold it, just held it a minute too long. Hull FC still keep the ball alive, and finally it's Pearce who puts the kick to touch. Got out to a tricky situation there, Gary Pearce. Freeman to feed the scrum this time for Auckland. Ball just goes in. Freeman goes around the blind side. On an offside there as the play of the ball came along from Tumavare, and Tomlinson caught offside. So again, Brown drives the kick deep. Now Kaiser takes up the running from the restart, driving on. It's the hole from Rowe. He's being held low and pushed to the ground. 5 yards inside LFC territory. All out with Brown. Puts his shoulder down, drives in. Held by Sharp. This time is Ropati tries to go himself from out in half back. O'Regan works the run around with Freeman, looking for runners, puts a short ball inside to Tumavare. Good move by Auckland. Tumavare plays it to himself. The crowd play for a knock on, but referee not having any. The pass comes back off a Hull FC player. 6 more tackles to Auckland. Brown throws it out to Kaiser. Auckland going down the narrow side. Horo shrugs off one challenge on touch. Sit back inside. But he must have put a foot in touch as he put the pass out. The Hull FC cover came up very quickly. So again, Winley feeds the scrum, but it's a heel against the head. Freeman picks up from the back of the scrum, but Winley gives him no ground. Around the scrum like a ground out of a trap. Now Brown. Sit on to Kaiser, slips one challenge. He's being held, but manages to get it pass away to Cooper. Now on to Iro. Iro's going without the ball. It's picked up by Luluai. On to Pearce. Pearce shrugs out one challenge, but finally taken to ground by Cooper. Man on the Hull FC 25. Patrick tries his luck. Now on to Tomlinson. It's a big prop in the Lee Crooks mould. And from a distance does look like Lee Crooks. And the ball out to Wellham. He's tackled centre field. The ball goes back to Pearce. Puts the kick deep. And straight into the hands of Patton. He takes it on the full. Loses his footing but gets that pass away to Mann. Mann held just 10 yards inside his own half of the field. It's Freeman, an acting halfback. And puts it on to Patton. He puts his shoulder down. But challenge around the bootlaces from Rommel gone. There's an interception from Tomlinson. He can't hold it. The ball's still loose. And finally it's Kaiser who saves the situation for Auckland. And Hull FC have noticed if they start lining up in the Auckland line, some of these long passes are there for the taking. No Iro slips one challenge. And bundled to the ground though by number 12 Proctor. Far side of the field. Nice try scorer. Horo tries his luck, tries to go over the top of a challenge. Iro at acting halfback. Auckland playing centre field. Brown stands in the tackle looking to unload. Decides to play the ball to himself. Looks round for the kick, but he finally makes the run. He's got Freeman in support. It's Freeman that takes it up. He's going down the far touchline. He'll have to come inside. He's got no support. He's taken to ground just short of the Hull FC 25. The 6th tackle coming up. Tumavare tries his luck and he tackled on the 6th tackle, so we have the first changeover of the game. Just coming up to midway through the first half. The score, Hull FC 0, Auckland 4. Winley puts it on to Elgar. He tries his luck, but he's flung to the ground by his opposite number, Ropati. Ball to Proctor. He tries his luck, tackled the short of the halfway. Patrick at acting halfback, looking for runners. Now it's Ellis, he tries to come inside, sees the gap. Tackle over by his opposite number, Freeman. The 3 breaks that Hull FC have made tonight, Ellis is behind them. As Winley puts the kick deep. Patton covers though for Auckland, now has to come back inside. The Hull FC cover up quickly. Stops Patton in his tracks. Cooper puts the ball back. Finally it's Freeman who takes the hospital pass on his own 25. Short ball to Shane Cooper. Back inside to Kaiser. He tries raw brute force to break down the middle. Ball goes to Brown. Tries to chip over as the chase, but Winley's there. Takes it well under pressure. And immediately he's taken to ground by Ron O'Regan, the Auckland captain. And the ball out to Tomlinson. He drives straight in, but is taken man and ball by his opposite number, Dave Brown. And short ball inside to Elgar, but he's held up by Tumavare. About 15 yards inside the Auckland half of the field as Winley takes it up from out in half-back, puts the kick deep. Man's there to cover, he's got Patton in support, but Man decides to take it himself. Runs straight. The challenge comes in from Luluai and Hick. Cooper on to Freeman. Back to Patton. He's taken and pushed back in the challenge by Tomlinson. Ball to Dave Peter Brown. Looking for the gap. Auckland trapped at the moment in their own 25. Now they bring it along the line. And ball out to Panapa. Oxen does just enough. And Cooper, short pass inside to O'Regan, burst the challenge. He's got Kaiser in support. There's a pass out onto Freeman, back inside to Cooper. Cooper goes round Pearce. I thought Pearce had him. And Cooper goes in. It's about 5 yards to the left hand side of the post. I was just saying that Auckland seem to be trapped in their own quarter. And the burst came from Ron O'Regan. He burst his way through. I think a little surprised as he broke the tackle, and then they just played along through the halfbacks, enabling Cooper to go in despite the despairing challenge from Gary Pearce. Auckland 8, the conversion attempt from Brown to come. Just 23 minutes of the game gone. This time Brown makes no mistake.
Conversion for Auckland, number 8, Peter Brown.
And takes the score to Hull FC 0, Auckland 10. Again, it'll be Pearce to restart. This time puts the kick along the ground. And Brown tries to stop it with his foot. The Hull FC covers up quickly. And Freeman pass inside to Tumavare, slips the challenge, puts it back to Freeman. Slips one challenge, he's got Cooper in support. But a good move by Auckland. Again, breaking the challenge. And support this time, Iro slips under one challenge, puts the ball back inside to Panapa. Auckland still keep the move alive. It's Kaiser trying his luck. And tackled about 20 yards inside the Hull FC half of the field. Brown. Sit on to Reagan. Short ball inside from Reagan to Tumavare. What a brilliant tackle comes in from substitute Winley. And it's a high ball plucked out to the air by Cooper. And Panapa went bit without the ball. The being referee calls the knock on. Winley to feed the scrum. Juice on the back, decides to come down the narrow side. Tumavare out to the scrum quickly to effect the challenge. Along with Proctor. Makes about 5 yards before he's taken to ground. And a short ball to Tomlinson, who's driving straight at him. Winley puts it inside to Sharp, he can't hold it. It's Auckland who come away with it. Tumavare on to Kaiser. As Freeman tries to go at himself from acting halfback, dragged to the ground by Hick. And Hick a little incensed at the challenge. And silly penalty given away by the three-quarter Hick. Wouldn't let go of Freeman as he tried to get up to play the ball. Incurs the wrath of referee John MacDonald. But Auckland take the quick tap. Played along the line. Ropati Tattle just 15 yards inside the LFC out for the field. Patton comes up joining the line.
Come on, Sweden.
Well, it's a Freeman, but Freeman bounced to the ground. And a solid challenge by Tomlinson. And again, Hull mauling at the play of the ball. This time, Auckland play down the narrow side, short ball out from Cooper. Misaro is tackled just in from the touchline, far side of the field. This time it's Hooker makes the break. It's the ball back to Iro. Auckland have the overlap and Oro goes in for his second try of the night. Referee calls them back for the forward pass. So we'll head off for Hull FC. Again, Auckland showing the willingness to move up. And very quickly from the play of the ball. This time Winley feeds, gets the return. And sent out to Pearce. And Cooper's across quickly to effect the challenge. And Luluai tries to run himself from acting halfback. Onto Elgar. He's running cross field. Hull FC being pinned back by Auckland at the moment. There's 4 tackles gone. Ball finally goes back out to Pearce for the kick deep. Ball bounces over Patton, but man's there to gather for Auckland. After run it in, he's on his own. Takes the tackle just 5 yards inside the Hull FC half of the field. Patton puts it onside out to Kaiser. Big rob forward from Auckland. Now O'Regan. Short pass inside to Tumavare. Puts it out to Man. Man goes without the ball and it's dropped on by Clarkson. Led off for Hull. Now Tomlinson tries his luck. Head down, ball up the jumper. Patrick at acting half back onto Winley. Onto Proc Sharp. Short ball to Elgar. Winley again. Sit out to Sharp. Ball's going loose. It's picked up by Cooper though for Auckland. On to Freeman, looking for the gap. Stitched up in the tackle by Elgar. Ball back to Patton. Ball goes loose in the challenge. It'll be another scrum down on the Hull FC 25. Again, number 14, Winley feeds. Good heed by Patrick. And Hull get the free kick. Auckland, number 13, O'Regan, out of the scrum very quick. Caught offside. And the blind side of the scrum. Pierce a chance to gain some valuable ground with a line kick. Finds touch just 5 yards from the halfway line. As Tomlinson comes in from the restart. Drives straight. Makes 10 yards into Auckland territory. Now Elgar takes it up. He took that ball well round his knees. And the Windley. Again to Ellis, to Luluai. Luluai decides to hold on to that pass as Pearce came through. Now Windley tries to go underneath them. Luluai again. And a short ball inside it to Sharp. And down the far side, puts the ball back to Mabaki. He's Tattle without the ball. The ball finally rolls into touch, just 10 yards from the Auckland line. And a break coming from the Hull FC loose forward Sharp. Got his pass back inside to Mabaki. Mabaki couldn't hold the pass, albeit he was being tackled before he received the ball. The referee MacDonald allowed them to play on. So it could be Windley with the feed. This time it's a heel against the head, out to Auckland. Cooper runs around in circles, goes nowhere. As Wellham comes over the top for Hull. Now to Patton, the fullback, he tries his luck. Now Auckland playing it down the narrow side, out to the right. O'Regan throws a reverse pass out to Kaiser. But Mabaki's in quickly for Hull. Aided by Wellham, and Kaiser's thrown back in the challenge. Now Brown takes up the running. Fourth tackle gone, Auckland made no ground. Now Chimavare slips one challenge, looking to get the pass away. And Proctor comes over the top to infect the challenge. The 6 tackles coming up as Hull move up quickly. Next to Vare, comes away from Adjin, half-back, puts it on to Freeman. He's looking around for support, he's got Cooper and Hooker with him. This time he puts it out to Horo, back inside to Cooper, he takes it well, but taken by Higg, inside the Hull FC 25. But just again, when I was saying that one team was trapped inside their own quarter, away they come. Bring the ball along the line and go virtually the length of the field. Thomason brings the ball away. On the burst, makes about 10 yards. This is taken to ground by O'Regan. Patrick acting half-back. Freeman was round there quickly, but Patrick gets a lovely kick away. Rolls into touch about 5 yards inside the Auckland half of the field. Played 33 minutes of the first half. The score, Hull FC 0, Auckland 10. As this time Freeman goes to feed the scrum. And this time Hull get a free kick. Freeman accused of feeding his own forwards. Brown, the prop forwards, complaining. And he gets 10 yards for descent. No chance for Pearce to put the kick to touch. And so let's see line it up, see if they can get a try on the board just before half time. Tomlinson's price for the move, aided by Ellis. It's Tomlinson that takes it up. Drives straight to Brown. And Kaiser comes in over the top. They're just 5 yards from the Auckland line. The short ball inside. On to Proctor. Patrick back inside. Onto Sharp. Finally it's Wellham that comes away. Puts the ball back out. Onto Windley, I think it is. And Windley goes in. Just 5 yards from the post. Looked like Proctor was about to die with the ball, but somehow he managed to throw a low pass. Windley backing up well, took it off his bootlaces. Oh, went straight in about 3 yards to the right hand side of the pole. Leaving Pearce with an easier conversion attempt. And he makes no mistake.
Conversion for Hull number 1, Gary Pearce.
So with 5 minutes left to the end of this first half, the score now a little more respectable. Hull FC 6, Auckland 10. As Rapati comes up for the restart. Puts the kick out deep to the left. Pearce takes it well. Mabaki comes inside, but Pearce decides to run it through. Tackle just over the 25 by Tumavare. Ball back to Elgar. He makes no ground as Brown comes over the top in the challenge. Tomlinson tries his luck. Drives 5 yards. And decides to play the ball to himself. Makes another 10 yards with a run. Good run by the young Hull FC prop. Now Winley. This is out Elgar. Puts it inside to Proctor. He can't move as the Blues join the Hull FC line. The 6th tackle coming up. As Pearce puts the ball high and deep. Patton's underneath it. Takes it well under no pressure. Decides to run it centre field, but Winley comes out to effect a good challenge. And a man tried himself a match in half-back. Takes play over the 25 and still manages to get his ball back out to Freeman. Freeman bounced to the ground by Hick. Mahoka trying to go for a little jaunt from acting half-back. And Freeman to Cooper. That's it out to Tumavare. Now O'Regan slips the challenge. He's looking around for support. He's got Freeman with him. Freeman takes up the running now. He's on his own. First goes left, first goes right. A good run by the half-back number 7, Gary Freeman, and he goes in for the try for Auckland. And what a way to hit back. After your own side concede a try. Freeman goes in about 10 yards.
Auckland number 7, Gary Freeman.
To the left of the upright. Takes the score on to Hull FC 6, Auckland 14. The conversion attempt to come from Brown. As we're almost at the end of this first half. Again, the break initiated by the captain, Ron O'Regan. Broke the Hull FC cover and put it back to Freeman. Freeman was on his own. He only had Brown up with him in support. He went left and right. Finally went jink round the Pearce to go in. And Brown lines up the kick. And he makes no mistake.
Conversion for Auckland number 8, Peter Brown.
Takes the score now to Hull FC 6, Auckland 16. Make it about 2 minutes left of normal time in this first half. Pearce restarts. Ball comes off Kaiser's legs. Referee allows play on. Kaiser drives it back in. Mabaki's there, reeking the ball, and he's got it. Now Tomlinson goes driving in. Takes play over the Auckland 25. Patrick comes to act in half-back. Winley, first receiver. Works the run around with Sharp. Back inside to Elgar, looking for the gap. Winley again. To Sharp, to Luluai. Pearce comes through on the short ball. Hull have the numbers out on this side for that move. Luluai onto Winley. Builds a short pass inside to Sharp, who goes without it. Auckland come away with the ball. And Freeman finds no room. Oh, no gap in the Hull FC defence. Tomlinson comes in over the top. This time it's Tumavare. Drives play up to the 25. Fourth tackle. O'Regan. Short ball to Kaiser. He takes a good hit. From Hick and Wellham. Now Brown tries his luck. Tries to use brute force to batter through the black and white line. The sixth challenge comes up. Hooker onto Freeman. Decides to put the kick in. Clarkson takes it. Tries to come back inside, but he's bundled to ground just 5 yards short of halfway. And Patrick acting halfback to Winley. Now Gary Pearce joining the line, looking for the gap. The 2 second rules for Auckland effect the challenge. Ellis puts it on to Windley. On to Proctor. Now Luluai tries to run it through as he's challenged on halfway, and there goes the hooter for half-time. The half-time score here from the Boulevard. Hull FC 6, Auckland 16.